Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is August 12th, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. All right, looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, you'll see futures are trading lower by 2.5 points to 21.79 per contract. All in all, futures were up a little bit higher right around the 7 o'clock in the morning time frame, but you have seen them come in once we had a little bit of economic data. Now, the economic data was July retail sales and July PPI. I guess both numbers were slightly disappointing, but either way, the market really doesn't care about that. The market just cares about liquidity. This is a very, very overbought market. It's a very, very extended market, but the market seems every day to find a way, if it's down, to be down slightly, and when it rallies up decently. So again, we'll see what today brings. Today is a Friday. Volume is expected to be light once we get past the 11:30, 12 o'clock time frame. So again, we've seen the lightest volume of the year already this week, I should say. So just realize volume will get very, very light as we get toward the lunch hour. All right, let's look at some stocks in the news. We're going to start off with the first one of the day, and that is going to be NVDA. NVDA is the ticker symbol here. This stock right now is trading at $61.56, closed at $59.70 yesterday, so this is a decent pop higher. I would not own NVIDIA at these levels. If you take a look at a monthly chart, the stock has gone parabolic. It is way too extended. Can it go higher? Maybe. Because of the uptrend, it can. But again, stocks that go up in this fashion usually come down pretty sharply at some point in time. When does that happen? That remains to be seen. But nonetheless, do not chase it. If you own NVIDIA, you trail your stop loss. If you don't own it, you leave it alone at this stage of the game. Right now, the stock, though, is trading higher ahead of the opening bell. And you can see right now trading at $61.50. So decent pop from yesterday's close. Let's take a look at Nordstrom. Ticker symbol is JWN. Right now, you're going to see Nordstrom trading up around $52.40. I'll have gap resistance levels for Nordstrom in the intraday stock chat room. Either way, good pop for Nordstrom. Stock closed at $47.56 yesterday. So this is definitely a pretty good surge higher for the retailer, and we'll see how it plays out once the opening bell rings. Big resistance levels are coming up, so just be aware of that. If you own Nordstrom, trail your stop loss immediately. We will have gap resistance levels to try to fade this equity a little bit later. Let's take a look at Dillard's. Ticker symbol is DDS. This is another big retailer. Stock right now is trading at $62.98. Closed at $64.41. So this is a pretty good rollover. You can see after hours, stock spiked immediately, then came back in, and now has come back down toward the $63 level. So this is down over $3 this morning. Pretty good sell-off. I'm seeing a little minor support on the daily chart around $59.90. If you want to try a scalp play there, you can do it there. So keep that level on the radar, $59.90. There should be support for Dillard's. Let's take a look at PAAS, which is Pan American Silver. And what you're going to see here is the stock closed at $20.06. It's now trading at $20.37. This is another very overbought equity. As much as I love gold and silver going forward, this stock is very, very extended. So again, I would not chase this equity up here at these levels. If you own it, trail your stop loss. If you don't own it, I would not be buying it here. So good little pop. It's up a little bit, but again, do not chase this equity at this point in time. It is overbought. Let's take a look at JCPenney. What you're going to see here is JCPenney closed at $9.94. Stock right now is trading at $10.06, so it's definitely getting a little bit of an uptick. I looked at a calculation that I like to do for gaps and max moves today, and I see maximum upside for JCPenney today, probably around the 200 weekly moving average, maybe even a little bit higher than that. I would probably have to say, just trying to do the math here quickly, I would probably have to say 1075 is your maximum move. So again, if you own JCPenney, I would trail your stop loss. If you don't own it, little tough to get in here, but we could get in it maybe in an intraday pattern. So we'll be looking at this one once the opening bell rings today. But JCPenney right now up a little bit from yesterday's close. Watch the 1050, 1075 level. Huge resistance around there for the stock. Looking over at another one on my list here is Wynn Resorts. I just saw this come across my screen, the stock looks like it closed at 102.66. Now trading at $100.75. There's not a lot of volume here, so keep an eye on that. When I look at this stock right off the bat, I see the 97.75 to 97.50 level as intraday support. So you could get a little bit of a bounce play there today, and we'll see how it plays out. But either way, Wynn Resorts coming under a little bit of pressure. Not a lot of volume, though, so we'll have to look at that one a little bit closer once the opening bell rings. We have lots of other equities out here moving and gyrating, but the reality of it is I always like to cover the household names. I think that's where you want to look first and foremost. Stocks with volume give you your best opportunities, and those are the stocks where the levels will obey the best. All right, let's take a look here at the gold market. You're going to see gold futures now are up 11 points. So they were negative a little while ago, but if you take a look at the GLD now, you'll see that this has caught a big spike. I'm not exactly sure what the news was here, but gold has definitely caught a bid over the last 15 minutes, and that right now is trading at $13.61 an ounce. So gold, big surge. Crude oil is up about 19 cents right now to $43.68 a barrel. We'll see how that plays out. Crude has been on had a pretty good move yesterday on the back of more OPEC talks. I don't believe anything that comes out of OPEC. I don't know why anybody does, but the market seems to fall for it every single time. So, again, it's like the boy that cried wolf. Maybe one day they'll finally do something, but the reality of it is, these guys want their oil price to go up without cutting production. That's just the way it works. So, either way, OPEC talking about, or at least Saudi Arabia talking about possible oil cuts yesterday, giving oil a big spike. But don't believe the hype. That's what we should say. All right, we're going to leave it here, short and sweet. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. If you want to come alongside and trade with us, come on over, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. You'll see everything that we are doing there. With that being said, everybody have a great trading session, and we will see you on the charts.